Manuel here with a quick take. World Trade Organization, Ministerial Conference 13. What is it? What's going on? The Ministerial Conference is a meeting held between ministers representing members of the World Trade Organization. These members volunteered to join this organization. Why? Because they saw that this organization would be beneficial to their economic outcomes through the avenue of trade. So this nation actually comes directly from a tradition following the Second World War, a tradition that dictated that nations agreed that one of the causes of this and the war that preceded it, of these wars, was disagreements about trade, and that if nations could lower their barriers to trade, allow for the free movement of goods and services, then what you would have is that nations would be less likely to get into quarrels. That was the premise of that preceded the World Trade Organization. Now, before the World Trade Organization, you had a framework called the GATT, the General Agreement on Trade Tariffs. Now, the GATT was a step that nations took together to agree to move away from what they deemed as excessive trade tariffs. So simply barriers to trade. They said, let's lower these barriers. Let goods, services, and the factors of production move across borders with ease. By the year 1995, on the whole, these nations that are members of the world, or currently members of the World Trade Organization, agreed that progress in trade had been positive. Now they wanted to take it a step further. They created the World Trade Organization, which was to be a forum that would convene these nations so they could continue to make agreements that increase the stability, the predictability, the freedom, right? The liberalization of trade. And so then every 2 years since the founding of the World Trade Organization, ministers meet in the places they've agreed, somewhere around the world, and they negotiate the latest round of items, right? And that's just a little bit about the World Trade Organization.